You might want to watch this whole video because I have some value to share with you. So I advise you to watch till the end. This is a full guide on how to get abs without going on a calorie deficit. So there are two ways. There's the healthy way and there's the unhealthy way. We're going to talk about the unhealthy way first. So you can eat whatever you want. You can eat McDonald's like a bitch. You are. I wouldn't recommend doing the unhealthy way. I would recommend the healthy way. So you can eat whatever you want, but the catch is you have to do high intensity cardio almost 6 days a week, I would say. Do high intensity cardio is the price to pay for eating whatever you want. So now we're gonna go on to the healthy way. So this is a bit more complex because there's more things I would like to discuss. There's a more things to break down. So the healthy way, instead of doing high intensity cardio, you do moderate cardio. Basic like skipping, walking, you can do a short run. But when you do the unhealthy way, you have to do it, we have to run like for a, let's say, a long distance, like 10K, 5K, 10K at least. You can break it down throughout the day. You can do 5K here and 5K there, another 5K throughout the day. So that's one of the easiest ways to get in your maximum distance for the unhealthy way. But for the healthy way, you can just run 5K. You can just do walking. You can walk for 30 minutes. You can do some sprinting. I recommend sprinting. It's the best way, the most anabolic way to to like to get shredded. Good for your hormones. So the next thing I want to talk about is the abs. The abdominal muscles is a muscle that you can train. It's not a muscle. It's in the reason why you do not have visible abs is because it's covered to a layer of fat, yes, but it's also underdeveloped. Your abs are undeveloped, bitch boy. So how you need to train your abs, you need to do ab exercises. I hear most people in the gym don't train abs, but I would recommend for someone as average as you should train it because obviously you've been doing exactly what they told you and you still don't have abs. You found your way onto this video to find a way to get it, to get abs, to get abdominal flexible abs, abdominal muscles, clear abs, which you can flex. You can have that beach body. Abs is the hallmark of a physique as well. So I would say to train abs, um you can do you don't need to do much for it, but if you're an athlete, you have to do a lot. Like especially like a fighter. If you do martial arts, training your abs, especially with high repetitions like 100, 200, 300 sit-ups, that's what I do because I'm an athlete. But a little gym bro like you will have to don't really have to work it that hard. You just need to do, let's say, 12 reps, 5 sets for the day. Add a different compound movements. Like first thing I do is sit-ups. That's the first thing. 12 reps. for maybe 2 sets. Then you need to train your lower abs, because biggest difference I've noticed is when I started training my abs, and I only used to have that 4 pack. We all used to have a 4 pack. But in order to make it a 6 pack, you need to train your lower abs to make it more visible. So you can do this by doing leg raises, lying leg raises. I'm pretty sure you know what that is. So I'm not gonna get into it. Basically, you just lift your leg. You sit flat on the floor, back, hands to the side, and you lift your legs up whilst focusing the pressure on your lower abs, your lower abdominal muscles. That's the lower abs is the most common part of the body, which will store the most fat. So that's why you need to do cardio to shred up that fat and bulge out and make sure the abs will bulge out even more. So that is step 3. Um, Now, if you're going to do the unhealthy method, which I recommend, obviously do a high intensity cardio, you are going to have to follow this one thing, which is you can eat whatever you want, but do not eat more after, okay, whatever your sleeping time is, don't eat um don't eat like there's a window where you shouldn't eat. Like, you go to sleep 3 hours before that. During those 3 hours you don't eat. Before the 3 hours you can eat. You have to follow this in your um the healthy the healthy method. So don't eat before you sleep, because it will make you digest the food, and your body won't focus on sleeping and recovering. It will focus on digesting, which will cause poor sleep quality and poor sleep efficiency. And then you won't be able to recover, and you'll feel tired, and you'll overall look worse. Do not eat before you sleep. Eat um eat in a, like, let's say there's 3 hours. Here's you're sleeping. There's the first hour, the second hour, and the third hour. Before the third hour you can eat. But after the third hour, you don't eat. Okay, maybe it depends on what you could eat. Like, eggs can digest quickly. Eggs digest quickly. You can eat them. But if you're eating your mom's food, or you're eating something that is high calorie, not recommended, you won't be able to sleep. You won't be able to recover. You look fat forever like a bitch. Bitch boy. You hear me? So that's the next thing. I'm gonna recall everything I said now. The unhealthy way. Do a lot of cardio. Do not eat before you sleep. The healthy way, same thing. Do not eat before you sleep. But you're going to do moderate cardio. If you're following a diet, the healthy way is you're following a diet, or you're avoiding the bad foods like sugar, etc. My back is hurting, man. Anyway, so let's move on to the healthy way, more to the healthy way. So you cut out all the bad foods, sugar. With sugar, you can eat, there's certain types of sugar that you can eat. For example, sugar cane, honey. You can eat those types of sugar. I'm gonna consume those types of sugar. That's healthy. But they still have similar effects to for fat storing, for when your body your body uses fat for energy, your body uses sugar for energy. After the sugar, the glucose is depleted from the body, from the liver, secreted from the liver. It goes into the body used for energy. Once there's no more glucose, your body switches to fat burning. I recommend you do not eat sugar, any types of sugar, until you get to a pretty low body fat. Um, but if you, okay, here's a routine that I can tell you. Before you sleep, you can drink some honey. You can drink some honey. Um, 1 teaspoon at most. But when you wake up, do not take any sugar. Don't eat any sugar. I say black coffee in the morning. But if you're young, you shouldn't be drinking coffee. Um, so I'm going to recall everything again, right? For the healthy way. So, excuse me. I know this is not structured properly, but so you have to do step number one, cardio. As I mentioned, train your abs as a muscle. It is a muscle, like the biceps. Like look at my biceps. Like look at my arms. Like it's a muscle. Your abs is just like a muscle too. Train them. Train your abs. The third thing, not eat before you sleep. 3 hours. Do not. There's a window. 3 hours before you sleep. During that time period, do not eat. Then sleep. Then you'll have better sleep. And the next thing I want to talk about is increasing your testosterone. Now, showed me. This gave me a significant improvement in my body as a whole, especially my abs. I've noticed it. Increase your testosterone is going to help you. It's basically like a natural steroid. It's what makes you a man. So if you do the unhealthy way, eat whatever you want, whatever, your testosterone will be relatively low, and you will not be able to. It'll be a bit harder to achieve abs, but it's all about sacrifices. If you do the healthy way, you're sacrificing what you could eat. Look at my jawline, bro. You're sacrificing what you could eat, like unhealthiness. You exchange it with healthy foods, better options like steak, etc. But the good thing about that is that you can get abs quicker. But with the unhealthy way, it's a bit slower, but it's still achievable. Like for example, there's wait, hold on, let me just I'm back. So am I sexy? I know I'm sexy. Anyway, what the hell? This is a guy, guys. This is not gay. Don't be gay. Anyway, actually no, I have no. I respect everyone. I respect everyone. Anyway, so increasing your testosterone, it's like similar to a bodybuilder taking steroids to get bigger. You're taking the natural steroid, but you do not take steroid. You increase it naturally by working out, obviously, doing sprinting, doing high intensity workouts, but you don't work out for long because it will detriment. Like overworking, overtraining is going to have negative impacts. But if you're training for like an hour a day or 2 hours, you should be fine. Eat it, and also what you eat. Like if you cutting out all the bad foods, unhealthy food, the junk food, and you're eating steak, You're eating eggs, you're eating avocado, eating all these anabolic foods, honey as well, and getting sunlight. I'd say sit there for 15 minutes a day. So that's increasing testosterone done. So I can give you a full guide. I will drop it soon. The easiest way to get in your cardio is to pick up a sport, soccer, basketball, whatever, boxing, a martial art. You can pick up any sport, but the best way is to do martial arts because it'll burn a lot of calories and get in very quickly. You can eat like shit, but if you join a martial arts gym, you can still be shredded. Eat whatever you want. That's the healthy protocol. Will you wake up brain fog? Yes. Will your testosterone plummet low? Yes. But you can still become shredded if you join a martial arts gym because of all the high intensity workouts that they're doing. Then the next method is fasting. You can fast for 1 to 2 days. By fasting, I mean water fasting. Drink water, don't eat anything for the whole day. I'm sure you bitches, some of you are used to this. Are used to not eating. You wake up in the morning, you don't eat, you drink water, and then maybe you at the afternoon you eat a lot. That's well, I can see you're off to a good start with the fasting. So this fasting will help you. Your okay, let me say it like this. Your body is a survival, it's built for survival. So remember what I said about the glucose stores? Your liver secretes glucose when you don't eat because the food source that you're supposed to give it, like whatever you eat during the day, is the food source that it's relying on. But if you do not give it, then your body will turn to glucose, and then after a while, you get during that period you get extremely hungry. You want to eat. Your body is demanding food. When it switches to fat burning shortly after the glucose stores are depleted. And that's when you don't really feel hungry anymore. Your body is using fat, is burning fat for energy. So fasting will help you burn fat very quickly. If this is extreme, I recommend you do it moderately, the healthy way. Eating healthy foods as much as you not as much as you want. You shouldn't overeat. So yeah, and this will help you with getting abs even quicker. And the last thing is your sleep. Remember what I said about 3 hours before bed you don't eat during that time period. If you don't, this is the most important tip, the most important topic. Sleep. Sleeping will help you burn more fat, more calories, and it will help you recover. Your muscles grow bigger because of the recovery, and it'll also help you with your mental state to help you push harder during workout and your growth. So, how long should you sleep for? 8 to 10 hours every single night. Sleep for 8 to 10 hours every night. And that was the end of this video. I definitely gave you a lot of value. And bye.